Hey everybody, welcome to episode 86 of the Matt Ryan Show. Happy Craft Beer Week.
Happy
Ryan.
Craft Beer Week. Hey, there you go.
Ding, ding. We're supporting our buddies from Dry Dock over there in Colorado. All right, now we want free beer from them.
That's right. That's right. We discussed it pre-show that next time Matt goes to Colorado, I'm coming with him, and we're going to go check the place out, give him a plug on the show.
Heads up, Kevin Fernandez.
Yep, we're coming in hot or cold, depending on what time of year we.
In fact, that Breckenridge show, part of it was from Dry Dock Brewery's parking lot in the middle of the snow. That was quite interesting. It was one of those things where like, all right, I did the little show intro. Now can I get back in the warm car?
Give me beer. I'm cold. Jumping right in.
Yeah.
Well,
breaking news today, all right?
The Pels need a head coach. Monty Williams has officially gotten his pink slip. He has officially been canned as the Pelicans head coach after 5 seasons.
5 seasons.
With an overall losing record, but led the Pelicans to a playoff berth this year, but getting swept in the playoffs, I think it was pretty much what did him in. Adding into all of the fourth quarter meltdowns that the Pelicans had this year, if you take half of those back, and the Pels honestly might have had a chance to be a 6 or a 5 seed this year. Injuries aren't an excuse. Who's your boy out of Oklahoma City?
Scott Brooks.
Scott Brooks lost his job. Injuries aren't an excuse. NBA's a different monster. But, Matt, what do you think moving into the 2016 season, 2015-2016 season, that Dell Demps and Mickey Loomis and, of course, the man himself, Tom Benson, are going to be looking for the head coach?
I think they want somebody they think can take them not only a step further, but even further than that. Tom Benson has been very adamant that he wants an NBA championship in New Orleans.
That would be one hell of a show, man.
He's not talking about making a playoffs. He wants a title. He's been on record saying there's no reason New Orleans cannot be an NBA town. There's no reason that New Orleans cannot win an NBA championship. He's willing to put in the resources, and I think
it's not like he doesn't have them.
Yeah, the Pelicans had a decent payroll this year. He's shown that he's not afraid to give out contracts and go out to free agents. We'll see what they do this offseason for sure. I think 2016 is the big supermarket sweep type of thing.
Yeah.
Where he was LeBron, Durant, all those guys.
All of them be free agents.
But the Pelicans definitely will have some decisions to make on their own. The likes of Asik and guys like that who are off the book, or even guys in contract years that could be tradable assets.
Right.
Something like that. But I think the reasoning behind it, and one, I was kind of shocked with the timing of it. I thought it would have happened a lot earlier if it was going to happen, and then all of a sudden today it did. I think they thought Monty Williams has kind of peaked. They think that this is about the furthest he's ever going to take him. Maybe a first round, maybe a second round, but I guess they didn't see him as a guy that can take him to an NBA championship.
Well, I was listening to a lot of the press talk on my way home from work today, and they said it was an organizational decision. It wasn't based on his performance or anything along those lines. So that kind of solidifies your stance there, Matt, that this may have been the ceiling for Monty Williams with the team he has in New Orleans. Now, on the flip side, the press has also been saying that this is a top market job opening. You've got Anthony Davis, who's a future potential MVP, finally coming into his own in the NBA, who's about to get paid. He hasn't been paid yet, but there's a max deal waiting on the table for him. The numbers just haven't been put out.
I think the rumors it'll be
about 24.
Yeah, about 24.
About 24
5 years, 120, which would be right. But and that's the max that he can be offered. Now, a lot of people are wondering if he's going to sign it or not, or wait a year to where he can get more money.
Depending on who they bring in, I think it would influence if he signed this year.
And the reason I'm bringing it up is apparently the NBA TV deal or something like that has been reworked, and the salary cap going up.
So you got a new CBA coming.
It's like more TV revenue coming in, so more money available, salary cap, all a bunch of.
The guy's already getting endorsements out of his butt from Adidas and from everyone else.
And he'll get more this year for finishing fifth in the MVP voting.
Sure,
he's a gold medalist.
You got Eric Gordon, who finally came into his own and looks like he actually wants to stay here. You got Tyreke Evans.
He took the player option, I believe. Yep. So he's now officially in a contract here.
One name that came up, and this is just hypothetical talk here. I hate the idea of it, but think about the dynamic. Coach Calipari.
And not only did he coach Anthony Davis, he coached Tyreke Evans at Memphis. That is a name that will definitely be on the rumor mill.
Benson will pay for it if he has to. Benson will pay for it.
Yeah, I don't think they're worried about it. I think the concerns people may have is the guy character. I mean, character, yeah, could be one, but I don't think he's coaching the NBA, has he?
I think he has, but I also think it's been about 12, 15 years.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I overheard him saying something on our local radio about him having experience in the NBA and not doing that well, but with the chemistry he's got with Tyreke Evans, with the chemistry he already has with Anthony Davis, the way he runs his offense, AD and Tyreke are already familiar with it.
Yes,
so
it's almost like the players we have fit his system.
Right. It's the Ryan Griffin effect.
Yes.
You know, if you want to put a title on it, it's the Ryan Griffin effect coming out of Tulane into the New Orleans Saints offense. You didn't have to learn a new language. It'd be very much the same idea if AD and Tyreke Evans had their old college coach coaching them in the pros. Now, granted, like I said, this is all hypothetical. I really like Tom Thibodeau. There's been a lot of talk of him leaving Chicago after this season's over.
And he was the
They're still
original
competing.
Yes, and he was the original choice of the Pelicans before Monty Williams. He turned us down and went to the Bulls, and I can't really blame him at that point.
Big market at that time.
I mean, Tom Vincent didn't own the team at the time. Nobody knew who the owner was going to be. And another one I heard is Mike Malone. He's a guy that, has always been like a basketball guru, like a big X's and O's guy. Always been like a real big super assistant type of guy. But what he is, and Mickey Loomis, I think it was kind of reiterating about it, is that a guy they're looking for is maybe a Sean Payton type of hire. And they were saying if there is an NBA coach out there,
he would be the guy.
He's like a Sean Payton type of guy as far as personality. Fiery type of guy. I mean,
look how Payton's worked out.
So, I mean, that's kind of like one of those under-the-radar names or so. And then a rumor going around, I don't think it'll happen. Somebody mentioned Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah, well, he's available, isn't he?
He is available. And then another person mentioned Larry Brown.
My thing with Mike D'Antoni is Monty had us playing relatively pretty good defense.
Yes.
D'Antoni doesn't coach defense.
No.
At all.
Thibodeau's defense.
The Suns would beat you 125 to 120.
Yes.
D'Antoni's like, all right, score and then let them score and get the ball back.
Yeah.
Get the ball back. We work an offensive team here.
It's European basketball.
It really is. It's running gun. It's how many points. We're going to outscore you. We're not going to stop you from scoring. We're just going to outscore you point blank. Another one that, has been talked about on Facebook whenever I posted something about the breaking news when it happened earlier was Mark Jackson.
I forgot about Mark Jackson.
I've liked Mark Jackson for quite some time, and I thought he was doing a fairly decent job in Golden State.
His thing was the same reason that Avery Johnson was like, he clashed with management. Apparently, he's hard to work with. Now, this is what you're just going off of reports.
He may fit the mold. You never know. And like I said, guys, we're just throwing names out there. But Monty Williams is no longer the coach in New Orleans, and I can't say I'm upset about it. Yeah,
I mean, it's one of those things that, you don't want a guy to get fired, but, if the Pelicans are serious about moving on, that
it had to happen.
It had to happen, yeah.
What if it happens one more year and AD is upset with playing in New Orleans? Could the reason AD leaves New Orleans be because Monty Williams wasn't the coach that best fit him?
And that's, a lot of people are interested to see what AD thinks because AD is very close to Monty.
AD
it makes you wonder if they consulted with some of the players before.
Had to. It's an organizational decision. This wasn't just Dell Demps and Mickey Loomis who made this decision. It had to have some input from AD. It had to have some input from Tyreke. We mentioned Asik. I don't think we re-sign Asik. I think Asik explores the market, thinking he's worth the paycheck he got.
But here's a curious scenario. Asik was with Thibodeau in Chicago, where he had his best years. When he left, he went on the decline. If they re-sign Thibodeau,
maybe Asik stays.
Maybe stays.
And maybe he takes the pay cut and get into the pay grade he deserves. Because if you remember a few weeks ago, we discussed Asik's contract when we picked him up from Houston. We got the crap into the deal because his contract was all backloaded.
But it was 1 year.
I mean, you each $18 million that we paid him, and we move forward. Does he take a pay cut to 8, 9, and we bring in Thibodeau?
His market will probably be somewhere around that $10 million mark.
It's about an 8 to 10, maybe $11 million center, which sounds like a lot of money. But when AD's gonna be making 24, you're dropping.
And you already got Evans on the books. You already got Holiday on the books. You got Eric Gordon on the books. Ryan Anderson's up there at like $8 million.
We got to keep Anderson. He's got to stay. He's crucial.
I think he's gonna be a tradable asset.
I don't like hearing that. I think he stay. I think he needs to stay for the benefit of the progress.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Anderson, but his contract is very valuable, and it wouldn't surprise me if they explore the outside.
See what's out there.
It'd be an interesting offseason.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well,
Now, they'll definitely don't give them away.
no. Loomis, they're too good with the numbers. That won't happen. They get their value. Speaking of value and playing with numbers and Mickey Loomis, Saints didn't look too bad in the draft. I don't mind telling you.
A lot of, not necessarily like, oh my God, wow, boom goes the dynamite type of picks, but it's a lot of picks that seemed like it was what we needed. It's potentially solid players. Is it names that everybody knows? No. But,
A couple.
Yeah, a couple, of course. But at the same time, you know, this isn't rivals recruiting or anything like that.
This is pay dirt.
Yeah.
This ain't about some kid who might come in. This is what we know what we get.
Right. Saints not worried about selling tickets. They sold all their tickets. They're worried about winning football games, and they're trying to put together a team.
They're not worried about selling tickets when the waiting list for season tickets is in the 85,000s. That's correct. Thousands.
Oh, and the renewal rate this year was 99.9%. They had, in fact, I was looking when I was renewing mine.
Wow.
They had a total of 143 out of 73,000 tickets available, and about 90% of those were singles. And about 80% of those were in the like $300 bunker club seats, and nobody ever buys anyway. The entire upper deck was sold out
For the entire season.
for the entire season,
Holy crap.
and like 5 singles in the club level.
Let's look at the picks, Matt.
All right.
Let's look at least for the first couple rounds. Andrews Pete caught me off guard. But I remember watching that guy at Stanford last year, and this kid's a hoss. He's like 6'7", 315. This guy's a monster. His dad played pro ball, and he was also an offensive lineman. He looks like half Hawaiian, half Samoan, all gentle giant. But you can watch that guy move mountains if you go back and watch Stanford's, a replay of Stanford's games last year. Dude's good. And he wasn't exactly a name that you heard in the pre-draft talks for the Saints. I didn't remember hearing Andrews Pete's name at all.
No, everything was Lyle Collins. Lyle Collins had
Everything.
Lyle Collins may have been the pick if the old situation didn't happen.
If that didn't happen, and can you blame him for signing with the Cowboys and not staying in Louisiana because of that?
No.
Partially, I say we would have accepted him from Jump Street. Partially, him wanting to get the hell out of this state, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. But he's a Cowboy now.
Right.
Stephon Anthony, he's already been signed. And Matt, you brought up
because we got it's only like 2 of our picks now that are on time, 2 or 3.
Stephon Anthony was, I've heard Sean say every guy that they got was a guy that they targeted from Jump Street to fit a certain piece of the puzzle. Stephon Anthony fills in that 3-4 defense starting.
Yes.
He is going to start. He's going to be the Vilma from a few years back. He's going to be the Drew Brees of the defense coming in as a rookie. If I'm not mistaken, he played a 3-4 at Clemson.
Yeah, and then also the other guys that got drafted, they got more of the hype, but a lot of people you talked to at Clemson said Anthony was more the quarterback of that defense that was under the radar, didn't really get.
Who was the D lineman that I can't think of his name.
I'm drawing a
Bailey? Or something along those lines?
That might have been who it was.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head. They got drafted early, like top 10.
Yes.
But Stephon Anthony was the one running the show.
Running the show, yeah. But never got the accolade.
What a steal at the 31st pick. We get Max Unger, and then we get Stephon Anthony from the pick we got from the Seahawks.
And it'll be interesting to see how he plays out because everybody said he'll be forever linked as the Jimmy Graham replacement.
Yeah,
as far as the draft pick.
As far as draft pick is concerned, you're right, not as a tight end. But truth be told, give him Jimmy Graham's money. Stephon Anthony is going to be a name that people in New Orleans and the people in the NFL are going to be quite familiar with for the next, hopefully, longer than 5 years.
As much as we're hyping him, he should come on our show.
I mean, look, we'll give him a free pass on this show. Won't even charge him any advertisement or nothing. There you go. Call your boy, Matt. Don't you know somebody? Oh, yeah. You know that guy, right?
Yeah,
that guy.
Yes.
Another one I really like, and I had to do some homework on this guy, is Kakaha. Kakaha's that animal.
Who is signed along with Grayson. They both signed, I think, yesterday.
Kakaha's an animal. He led the Pac-12 in sacks.
He's going to be our pass rusher that we've been needing. Guys like Junior Gillette, need help.
And he brings a lot of ferocity to that defense that Rob Ryan is already a pretty ferocious creature. So he's getting guys that I think not only fit his scheme,
but he's also on the hot seat this year.
But fit his attitude. Mm-hmm. And being that he is, by all definitions on the hot seat, he brings in another guy who's going to really fit that 3-4 creative 3-4 scheme that you really don't know what else you're looking at.
Yeah, another got a name for it. I forgot. I don't know if it was Mustang or
It's not Psycho because that was Green Bay.
yeah, that was Green Bay. Yeah,
I can't think of.
Actually, Mustang. I might be thinking of something else. You got that was Chavis' defense. So that was
Yeah.
But
yeah. And then the heir apparent. The heir apparent that none of us at first were very happy with.
The guy hasn't taken a snap yet. He's already being labeled heir apparent.
Well,
just because, but no, I understand.
You
what
know,
you're saying.
but he is the heir apparent.
Highest drafted quarterback since Archie Manning for the Saints.
He is the
I mean,
heir
I don't
apparent.
think they brought him in to be a backup.
He's
They're
not-
hoping that he has something in him.
He's 6'1", 215. So he already towers over Drew by about 5 inches and outweighs him by about 15, 20
But his
pounds.
arm strength and throwing motion is a lot like Drew was in college.
Dead
And
on.
I think that's what Sean Payton.
Sharp, quick release, very, very accurate.
Style offense.
Pro style offense. And that's the thing, and that's what caught me about Bryce Petty versus Garrett Grayson, is that
Petty's
Bryce Petty had
always
a
shot.
one read. He had a one read offense. So when he went when they didn't even huddle, when he went to call for the ball,
Yes.
he already knew exactly where the ball was going and didn't have to change plays at the line of scrimmage. Grayson was running that offense very much in the same fashion that Breeze runs Sean Payton's offense. You got to play. You got 2-3 reads. You make adjustments at the line and then go from there. So Grayson's going to fit right in to the pro style, fast-paced, run and gun type offense that Peyton runs. Give him a couple years, and he's even called it. Garrett Grayson even called it the Aaron Rodgers project.
Right. I like his attitude, and he came from a good coach, McElwain.
Yeah.
Florida wouldn't have hired him if they didn't think he could do something. It'll be interesting to see what Florida does, switching from that so-called spread stuff to more of a pro style offense.
It's going to take him a couple years.
It
They
will.
don't have the athletes to do it immediately.
But
It's Florida.
But it's Florida. Defense is always good. They're going to be one of those teams that they're going to beat somebody that they so-called shouldn't this year.
Right.
But it's just so weird, like saying that about Florida. Florida is usually like one of the biggest primetime games.
I mean, Urban Meyer
I'll
left
say
and
this,
took everything
I'm
with him.
glad we got them at home this year.
Yeah.
I hate playing at the Swamp. It's a very tough place to play.
It's probably the toughest place to play in the SEC aside from Tiger Stadium. I think I would
Oh,
rather
oh,
play
yeah.
in Bryant-Denny than I would in the Swamp.
Yeah, LSU actually seems like they usually have more success at Bryant-Denny than they do in their own stadium, which is weird as it is.
Like it's family, yeah, it's weird. Road team.
But yeah, the Swamp is definitely one of the most difficult places to play in the country for sure. I've been there once. I went there in 2012. It was pretty loud.
It's rowdy. Yeah, it's rowdy.
And they were sort of so-called, not like the Spur years, but they were still a solid team. They actually went to the Sugar Bowl that year.
Yeah. Oh, that was the year that Louisville beat them in the Sugar Bowl.
Yes, Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater said, "Hello, Florida."
But Swamp got pretty loud that game for sure.
Any other draft picks? I know our buddy Ben really likes the Davis Tull pickup out of Chattanooga.
Yeah, that one came out of nowhere.
I don't know much about this guy.
There was that small school pick, that the Saints usually know
Like
for.
Colston,
Yes.
Armstead.
But I think he's another pass rusher from what I understand. Defensive end type of type. And like you mentioned, our buddy Ben, he really likes him. I think he'll be like a special teamer, but maybe like a situational third down.
Might be like a nickel D.
And if he does any of that kind of production as a fifth round pick, I believe it was.
He got you back in the buck, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. But it'll be interesting. I don't know if they had rookie minicamp yet. It might be this weekend.
Yeah.
It's usually not long after the draft. But I know it's not open to the public, but at least the media has access. It might be this weekend or next week. I know it's definitely coming up.
Well, we're media. We should get access.
Yeah, we are. Hell, Danny Don's media.
We're the exact same thing as Dandy Don. We just don't have 250,000 followers yet.
But we have video. He just has a website.
So, Matt Ryan show, Dandy Don. Oh, right.
Hey, Danny Don was coming through.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Yeah. We can combine resources. What we got on
Any other picks that grabbed you, man? The first one's, a couple other ones. Who's your boy, PJ, Florida State?
Oh, yeah, the cornerback,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
This is a guy that he like his teammate that went in the first round. Drawing a blank on his name, but he's a guy that they say is pretty decent in coverage. And I know a lot of people freak out like, oh God, another Florida State cornerback, another Patrick Robinson. Like, well, Patrick Robinson's thing was his so-called strength was recovery speed. Well, when I heard that, like, that's great and all, but when I heard that the first time, I'm thinking, so you're telling me the guy gets torched and takes bad angles a lot?
Corey White.
Corey White. I'll tell you what, for a 5th-round pick, Corey White wasn't terrible. Now, we're talking about value earlier. I mean, the guy, a 5th-round pick usually doesn't start games.
True.
Now, we were kind of forced to start him at times, but
Jabari Greer. Nothing you can do about that. It's not like he didn't play well.
yeah.
The injury bug gets him, and all of a sudden Corey White comes in.
Wasn't that not an interception? Like Greer got hurt?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or at least a deflected pass, one of the two.
But,
you know what that means on that? Not about Jabari Greer's injury. That we're talking about the draft. It's football right around the corner. LSU football, I want to say, is 117 days away, if I'm not mistaken. Right around there.
Not that we're counting.
No, I just saw something on Facebook a couple days ago, and I subtracted 2.
And we still have no freaking idea about the quarterback.
Still, no idea. But we'll save that for another show. But speaking of LSU,
Baseball.
Tigers look good this weekend against the Mizzou Tigers.
Did some spring cleaning against the baby Tigers.
That's right.
I don't want to say fake Tigers because that's Auburn.
Right.
They can't make up their mind.
Yeah, Mizzou's been Tigers for a while, but their Tiger does look like a children's Tiger as opposed to Mike.
But Mizzou is better this year than they have been in their first 2 years in baseball in the SEC. They actually were a decent team and probably will be a regional team.
Absolutely. I mean, they're a top 25 ball club, man.
Well, at least they were.
Team,
but at the same time, they're still going to be a regional team. They'll probably be, if I had to guess, a 2 seed, fringe 3 seed, or very, very good 3 seed in the regional. But they're a playoff team.
Absolutely.
These were quality.
They're a quality opponent.
But LSU got a much-needed sweep. Nice way to not even necessarily rebound me. I know they took 2 out of 3 at Mississippi State. They looked sluggish a little bit. But I think one of the most encouraging things was to see Alex Lange have a good outing again. Him come back. Poche had a rough night Friday night, but I'm not worried about Poche. That's the first so-called off night that he's had in about 7 or 8 weeks since maybe the Arkansas series. And even that game, he didn't get any run support at all. But LSU is in good shape right now. They're at 19 SEC wins right now. I think they only need to win. Now, I'm not saying this is what I want them to do. 1 win on the road against South Carolina will get them to the magic number 20. And my recollection is that one also they'll win the West with 1 win. But 20 SEC wins or an SEC West champion has never been denied a national seed. So theoretically, LSU's 1 SEC win away from already clinching a national seed before the SEC tournament even starts. That's a good luxury to have. I'm not saying LSU's going to rest starters, but at the same time, they won't have to win the SEC tournament.
Right.
But if they want to try to hold on to maybe the number 1 national seed, they'll have to make some noise. But I mean, that's the SEC tournament. We'll talk more of that. South Carolina's a team that is right on the bubble, which is very unusual to say. South Carolina is usually a national powerhouse in baseball. But Tigers, I think, are going to have to bring their A game this weekend. And, of course, if they took 2 out of 3 on the road, be very good.
Put in the books.
2 out of 3, no matter what Vanderbilt or Texas A&M does, LSU wins the SEC outright. And that's pretty much what faces LSU going into the last 3 games of the regular season. Well, technically 4 as they're playing UNO right now, but LSU leads 5-0 in the 5th inning. LSU's very unlikely going to drop that game. They'll move on to 44-8 and will be well on their way to getting a 45-plus win season in the regular season with the potential to get 50 potentially before they could get 50 before regionals. But 2 years ago in 13, I think their record going into Omaha was, I want to say it was like a 53-9 mark or something. They had 50 wins in Omaha.
And then ran into a brick wall called UNC.
Well, that and UCLA with the error and all that stuff. But 50 wins in this day and age, including whether it's postseason games or not, that's damn impressive. It really is. 40 wins in the regular season is usually that benchmark that will put you in serious contention of hosting a regional, super regional seed. LSU's done that. And it was good to see them play with some more consistency. Closer, it looks like it's going to be by committee now, right?
That's the tough thing. And, you know, for being the number 1 seed for what, the past, when did we play A&M?
Was it 3 weeks now?
3. So we've been the number 1 seed unanimously for 3, maybe 4 weeks now, without a solid closer, without a third starting pitcher, and now we lose Jared Foster to academic ineligibility for the rest of the season.
But he is appealing it. But let's
Well, you know, let's
not
look
be
at
not.
it here and now. What we have.
Okay.
You know, and what we have now, we don't have a solid closer. We don't have a third, a Sunday pitcher or a third starter. And Foster, as of now, is academically ineligible. Yet we still manage to hold the #1 spot. You know, Sunday's game versus Mizzou went to extras. The Tigers gave up a game-tying run in the top of the ninth. Couldn't finish the deal in the bottom, but finished it in the bottom of the 10th. There's something going on in Baton Rouge that feels magical again this year, and I guess it's just another year of LSU baseball, which is, it's like you said, something about a luxury to have. It's something we've come to expect year in and year out from Maneri and the boys in the box. But really and truthfully, these guys are getting hot at the right time. The bats are top 5 in the nation. I think we lead the nation in stolen bases, or if not, we're top 5 there.
We're right around there.
Cannizzaro has come in and made a world of difference on the offensive side of the ball.
I want to say I think we do lead it in doubles.
We have
a crap ton of doubles.
Because he's pushing them to take 2.
And Bregman, I think, leads the nation in doubles with, I want to say, 22 now.
That's incredible. Yeah. In almost 50.
And we're up there
games.
in triples.
Right. You know, the bats have really woken up. I think a change in the balls, the NCAA rule has helped. I think the way that Cannizzaro is coaching from an offensive standpoint has helped a lot. I think the younger guys that are now your older guys like Bregman, like Stevenson, Chinea, are all really taking the bull by the horns and saying, guys, let's go out and get us a damn national championship. We had the chance 2 years ago against UCLA and North Carolina, fell through. You know, last year was kind of a middle-of-the-road season for LSU, which is hard to say because it was a middle-of-the-road season.
They had a national seed, and
that's the thing, man. We're the #1 seed. We really have to lay an egg against South Carolina. I'm talking about this year.
Oh, okay. I mean, last year
we're #1 seed. You can pretty much bank that LSU is playing at home until we reach Omaha. You know, the regional's going to come up.
Yeah.
Super regional, whoever we meet. We don't lose much at home. And the only time we really do lose at home with the ball club of the quality we have now is in the SEC. And look at what we've done in the SEC. The Tigers completed their second sweep of the year against the top 25 team in Mizzou, who's really not that bad. No, they're top 25. They had great pitching, but LSU baseball at home, it's almost like a second coming of the Gorilla Ball. Chinea has woken up midseason. I was listening to this before we went live. 25 games into the season, Chinea hadn't had 1 home run.
Yeah.
Since then, he has 9. He had 4 RBIs through 4 innings against Mizzou on Sunday.
What? It's almost like he's going the Connor Hale route where his best ball is against SEC competition.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, as long as it keeps carrying.
Right.
You know, we take 1, like Matt said, we take 1 this weekend on the road in South Carolina, we lock up the West. We take the series, we lock up the SEC for the season outright.
No matter what.
No matter what. We get a 1 seed and a bye in the SEC tournament. We take the tournament. There is no debating. And, you know, even if we finish semifinals in the tournament, we'd still lock up.
If LSU wins the SEC, I think at worst they're the #2 national seed.
Behind who?
Maybe UCLA. But UCLA dropped the series.
And UCLA's behind us by about 6 losses.
But they're going to go by RPI and shrink the schedule. Now, I know we do have a good shrink, but our RPI is at 4 right now. And playing the likes of UNO as a favor kills us shrink the schedule.
But SEC tournament, wouldn't that come into play?
SEC tournament will help.
It's looking good in Baton Rouge this year. Let's hope that Maneri and the boys can carry it in to the postseason on the hot hand that they've been riding right now. Hopefully it doesn't burn out before we hit Nebraska. Yeah, that's my big thing. Is once we hit Omaha, that's that big field, and that ball doesn't carry that well. But hopefully the way things have changed this year.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see what that new ball does.
My thing is Cannizzaro is going to have them running in Omaha.
Yeah.
We knocking on wood, we make it there.
Right.
They're going to be playing a hell of a lot more aggressively offensive baseball than we have in years past, thanks to no more low T drills. And the guy who thinks that was the saving grace for LSU's offense, who's no longer with LSU, who shall not be named.
That's our buddy John Cunningham.
Oh yeah, John loved it.
That's sarcasm if you don't know that.
Wait, was it really? Because I'm terrible at reading sarcasm. I really am, but at least that time I understood what we were doing.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, it's about that time.
It's about that time.
Heading into next week.
Next week, we pay homage to one of our original creations, Bashery Invades.
Oh, whoa. Wait, what? You didn't tell me about this. Who wrote this into the script? Can we put Bashery Invades? Can we do that? Well, you can because you have copyrights to it.
I'm the owner and creator and copyright. I own Bashery.
CEO, COO, CFO right here.
Yeah. But we'll be broadcasting for the first time ever from Alabama, of all places.
Nah, it's different. That's not Tuscaloosa.
The LSU part of Alabama.
It's not Tuscaloosa or Auburn.
But no, we'll be bringing back our popular Best of the Festival shows, Hangout Fest, and I think we may go Bashery Invade style on this one.
Uh-oh.
We're just going to try to find some crazy stuff.
Matt, I have one suggestion.
What?
I can't do this show alone, so I need you to not get arrested.
Well, I don't plan on getting arrested.
Okay. So you're just going to document other people doing stupid shit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that works. Okay. I was about to have to put out an ad on Craigslist that I need a talk show co-host. Because, well,
I don't feel like getting arrested this week.
nah, not on my to-do list. Not on my to-do list.
I think I'll pass on getting arrested. I'll let somebody else get arrested.
And film it. You can film it. It's legal. You can film the police in the line of duty. As long as you're not being one of those assholes yelling at them about hands. Never mind.
What? We'll have to consult Kafalfo before any of
Yes,
our
please
legal,
consult
legal proceedings.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But,
Show 87 coming in hot next week.
yes.
Festival recap. Might even have a little LSU baseball talk projected into the postseason, or at least projected into the SEC tournament. Might have rookie minicamp talk. Might have a new head coach for the New Orleans Pelicans next week.
Very
we
possible.
don't know.
Very possible.
That's the best part about it. And I must say this to the soccer fans. Bayern Munich drops at home today. Even though they win 3-2 against Barcelona, they lose in aggregate 5-3. That makes me extremely happy because I absolutely detest Bayern Munich. They are the Boston Red Sox to my soccer. Barcelona, congratulations. Lionel Messi is by far the best player in the world right now. Tune in tomorrow, 1:45 on, I want to say, either BN Sports. Real Madrid and Juventus will be facing off for the second leg of the UEFA Champions League semifinal. The winner of that goes on to face Barcelona in the final. If it's Real Madrid and Barcelona, it's going to be Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lionel Messi in the World Cup of Club Soccer. That is something you cannot miss. That's the Super Bowl on steroids. Tune in, guys. That's all I got. That's all you got?
The only other thing is still waiting for Alex Morgan to send us VIP passes to Canada.
Yeah, I sent her like 85 emails, but I got one back that said something about a restraining order or a protective order, so I think I need to stop.
I mean, I was afraid to send one to Hope Solo. She might beat us up.
Dude, Hope Solo will kick your ass. Yeah, I mean, come on. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there.
I'll call my bodyguard Ronda Rousey.
Ask Stephanie McMahon. She knows all about Ronda Rousey.
Right. Get the best ones money can buy, right? I mean, Ronda said herself, she fights for money.
I mean, wouldn't you not?
Well, wise guy once, in fact, it was one of the guys from Shark Tank said,
Is it Cuban?
Wasn't Cuban, actually. It was the guy Kevin in the middle. He goes, I actually love this quote. He goes, if you're good at something, never do it for free.
Joker, Batman, Dark Knight.
That's right. That's right.
That's where I know that quote.
You're right. That is from Dark Knight. Yeah. I went half. Yeah.
I'm going to make this pencil disappear.
Who wants to see a magic trick?
You want to see another magic trick? Check this out.
Wait.
What do you mean?
Wait.
Night America.
Night America.